Hey everybody, Saru here, and today we're going to be doing some more of our video game pickups. This should be the last of what we got in Japan, so I'm just going to go ahead and edit the description on the video, and then we're going to go ahead and start. We'll let a few people jump in, but we added a few more games to the giveaway box here. This is our box of giveaway stuff. And hopefully the people who won end up joining today. But we'll see. Alright, do I have internet? Because right now I can't see.
You got 4 watching.
Oh, that's cool. That CD's all over the place with like the audio. Like there's some parts of songs that get like super crazy
Jimmy
loud.
Hoppa said, "Sorrow's late. I now own the stream on this channel." Not before you knew God.
How come I don't see that? What's up, Jimmy Hoppa? Hey, look at your Twitter because I have no idea what time you're gonna do your thing. Oh, that reminds me. I should install Skype on this one here, so I can Skype with Mr. Happas.
Aries, like, I'm here for the requested music. Copy strike.
What? What music?
He requested music.
Oh, did he? I didn't see the comments on the video.
Rad Dad Gaming said, "Hey, how are we?"
Rad Dad Gaming, what's up, man? We are good. We're just getting ready to start the stream. I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to hop on. Looks like we have 7 people on right now, 2 likes.
Will do. Let's start at the games we get. All right, go.
Go.
Come on.
Go, go, go.
Do it.
No, that's the giveaway stuff.
Oh, oops.
So we're gonna do, our first box is from Game Tanteidan in Osaka. That's all the stuff we got there, but give me a quick second because I just need to put in the contest link into the video. But YouTube is just taking a huge shit right now on my computer. I can't get it to go to my thing.
Christopher and Aaron are here.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, say hi.
Hey guys, what's up? Why am I not seeing it? DC Radia.
What song is playing? Go, go, go.
Can you guys hear the music? Cool points to whoever can guess what's playing right now. This is how YouTube does that. Here we are, okay. Yeah, I can see chat now. Blah, blah! Alright, so let's get started. We've got about 10 people in here now. Eris says, yes, I hear the music and I know this. So what is it, man? Enlighten us. Alright, we're gonna get right into it. So this box came from a place called Game Tanteidan in Osaka. Game Tanteidan is the first store to carry our game FX Unit Yuki in Japan. And now 2 stores in Japan carry FX Unit Yuki, which is cool. 1 store in Osaka and 1 store in Tokyo. And that store in Tokyo is Retro Game Camp in Akihabara, which is cool. So we're going to start off with some PS2 games. The first game is this One Piece Grand Battle 3 for the PS2. This is like, I bought a bunch of these already. I think I've got like every single Grand Battle now. PS2 down. This is like a fighting game. I've never played any of these yet. So.
I played one, but I don't know. I wasn't not into it.
For a PS2 or like it looks like one of those like those Naruto games, you know, where you just have like a bunch of characters doing stuff. Anyway, One Piece Grand Battle for the PS2. One Piece 2. That's right. And the rest are more PS2 games. The next PS2 game is Gundam Seed versus something Zaft. I can't read that. There it is right there. And this, let's look at the back. I like Gundam Seed. It's one of my favorite of the Gundams.
DC Red says One Piece.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. This is like, I think this is, what is this? This is like a fighting game. Actually, I played this one in the arcade in Australia back in the day when I lived there for a little while. AG Gaming says that cover looks pimpin', right? It's like the intro, I think, of the show, but they did like a CG thing with it. Anywho, all right, the next game is School Rumble for the PS2. School Rumble is an anime, and this is like a adventure, not adventure. What the hell kind of game are you? It's a... Oh, it's got a bunch of stuff in it. So it's got like a bunch of different little mini games. Like it looks like it's got like mahjong right there and all kinds of stuff. But this anime is really cute. I really liked it. I wish there was more of it, but it's a lot of fun.
I already said, I miss the Gundam series. Need to bring back the G Gundam and Wing for the fans.
Yeah, G Gundam was probably my favorite of all the Gundams, only because it was so different from other Gundam series. It was like more like less political, more action. AG says, "Sorry, are you fluent in Japanese?" Oh no, I am not. I like hiragana and katakana, no problem. A lot of kanji I can't read. I have a lot of trouble with kanji. I can maybe read like 5,000, like 500 kanji maybe. And my speaking proficiency is probably that of a child. So, but it's enough to get around in Japan. So
Jimmy Hava says, strictly for my weeaboos.
Strictly for my weeaboos.
Kid Shuriken says, hey, howdy partners.
Kid Shoryuken, what's up, man? Hopefully we all get to chat on Jimmy's thing. If I can figure it out. Alright, more PS2 stuff. This is, what are you? Rockman 7 for the PS2. And I actually bought, I think I bought all the Rockman 7s in Japan this last trip. Carts and loose carts, and then a bunch of the PlayStation CDs. This one was 10% off for I don't know what reason. I guess the CDs got like small scratches on it. That's what that says right there. I don't know if you can see it.
Jeffrey Windhagen says, double trouble right here.
Jeffrey's here. What's up, man? It's about time you caught one of my streams. All right, the next game. Now we're into a bunch of random stuff. I'm trying to organize these by game type. Now we're into a couple PS1 games. This one is Rurouni Kenshin. Rurouni Kenshin is a samurai anime with this guy here. His name is Kenshin. And this one was a fighting game. And I actually had like a bootleg of this back when it first came out. I used to buy a lot of Hong Kong like stuff back when I was like 14, 15, 16 because I couldn't like afford a lot of games. So I already had this in like a bootleg version. And it was my introduction to like one of my favorite like Japanese artists, a guy named TM Revolution. He did the ending theme for this. But when I got this, I wasn't even familiar with the anime. I was just like, oh, cool, anime fighting game. And even to this day, I still didn't watch a lot of the anime, but this game is a lot of fun. Am I missing anything? Kichirikan says, when are you doing it? You know I'm a busy man with my hose and all. He's talking to Jimmy Hoppa about his hose. Alright, next PS1 game is more Rockman. Rockman X5 for the PS1. And this one kind of sucks. Like, well, I mean, this one's okay. Actually, Rockman X6 is the one that is kind of weird. Like, the game feels different. But I got this one for cheap. I think I got this one for like $10 complete.
DC Dias says the sound of rapping is like ASMR, heaven to me.
The sound of what? Rapping?
Yeah, the unwrapping was a.
Oh. Oh yeah. Listen
smell
to
it.
this, to the sweet sounds.
Smell it.
I don't want to smell that one because that one's not open, but I'll smell this one. What's this one smell?
Does it smell like Japan?
No, it doesn't smell like Japan. Sadly. And then all these other ones are closed. Let me see here. What do you smell like? No, these don't have that like the smell of Japan. Sadly. Alright. Now we're gonna get into some PSP stuff. All rhythm games. I bought a shit ton of rhythm games when I was in Japan. This one is, I talked about these Idolmaster games. This one is called Perfect Sun. It's an Idolmaster rhythm game. So Idolmaster is like, you're like a producer and you get to like put your band together. I think I talked about this last time, but this is like that game, like minus all the crap and just like rhythm stuff. So it's fun.
Jeffrey says, what does Japan smell like?
It smells like ocean and minerals.
Larry says, it's that new Japan smell.
I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I mean? Like stuff from Japan has that like really like oceany mineral smell.
Kishigan says, I don't know, some of the streets in Tokyo smell like wet ass from time to time.
That's true. Man, you think some of the streets in Tokyo smell like wet ass? Go to Osaka. Osaka's got like alleys that just smell like straight up piss. Like, I mean, Osaka has its charm, and I love Osaka. It's like my favorite place in Japan, but there are some places where people just like whip it out and just start to pee on the street. Yeah. Do you remember that one? We were somewhere, remember? And like some old guy just like whipped it out and started pissing on the street.
Yeah.
I think it was like in the where Shinsekai is, like in the back, those like alleys in the back where like those girls were asking if I wanted a massage with the sex.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She was like, Oji-san. She's like, you want a massage? You want a massage? She's like, you want the sex?
You want the sex? I'm like, no.
I'm like, no, thank you. But thanks. Thanks for the offer. Apparently not there. Apparently it's, or if it is, it's like, you know, hush hush type of thing. God damn it, computer. There we go. Okay. We are back. But yeah, there's some places in Osaka that smell like straight up piss. But I love it. All right, more PSP rhythm stuff. This one is Project Diva Extend. Right here for the PSP. Now I already have this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and dump it in the giveaway box. I was big into Hatsune Miku for a little while, and I still like one specific Vocaloid, but it's not Hatsune Miku, because it all sounds the same now. Alright, the next rhythm game, I think, did I show? Yeah, okay, so I guess this one's going to go in the box too, because I think I talked about this one too. Bakumatsu Rock. I don't know, some places I went and I bought stuff twice, because I bought a bunch of shit and I didn't know what I bought, so I saw it for cheap, so I picked it up again. So this one, I guess, is going to go in the giveaway box as well. I'm not going to talk about it since I already talked a shit ton about that one. Alright, and the next batch here is all PC Engine games. Mostly cheap stuff. This one is Sotsugyo, or Graduation. I talked a little bit about this in one of my PC Engine capsule books. PC Engine Capsule Volume 3 has a little bit of what this game looks like, what kind of game it is. And none of these smell like anything, which upsets me. Highly upsets me. Alright, next PC Engine game. This one was like $1. It's basically just a demo of Tengai Makyo 2 Manjimaru and Dragon Slayer Eiyu Densetsu, or Legend of Heroes. So Far East of Eden 2, Legend of Heroes. Nope. No Japan smells apparently at Game Tanteidan, so you get your games at a decent price, but no Japan smells.
Okinawa smells like, smell like BO thanks to near constant 100% humidity.
Oh yeah, I bet. I've never been to Okinawa, but who said that?
R.G. Dickinson.
Yeah, I've never been to Okinawa. I'd like to go though, but yeah, apparently it's next to the ocean. But I mean, humidity is like all over Japan during the summer. Alright, so the next game here for the PC Engine. We got a couple more PC Engine games. This one is Soul Munarge. Soul Munarge is an RPG by Irem. And I talked about this one in the PC Engine Capsule Volume 4, the Christmas capsule, which was the very last video I did right before doing this live. So if you're interested, check it out.
Jimmy Hoffa said, would you be interested in buying some jars of Japanese air from me?
Sure, I'll buy some Japanese air and I'll smell it on camera.
May or may not smell like what Astropics.
You better not fart in that jar, though. Alright. Last game. I got a few other things, but this is the last PC Engine game. This one is Mirai Shonen Conan.
Oh,
and
that's cool.
Future Boy Conan. Yeah, this one was... Remember that anime I was telling you about? That,
yeah.
You know, that is old as time. So this... I think Hayao Miyazaki did stuff for this. I believe it looks like Hayao Miyazaki stuff. If you look, it looks like that style. But this game is a lot of fun. It's also really cheap. You can usually find this game in Japan for like $10. And it's a 2D side-scrolling platformer that not a lot of people talk about for whatever reason, but it's a lot of fun. And even though there's a lot of Japanese in it, you don't have to know what they're saying to play the game, because it's a fairly straightforward platformer. Alright, and that was it for the games. Next here we got, well, this is kind of a game. I got this Puyo Puyo LCD thing, complete in box, which is cool. It's called Puyo Rin, which is just to make it sound cute, I guess, because it's like small. But it's just like a LCD Puyo Puyo game. And it's cute. I don't know if it works, but it probably needs batteries. But I'm probably never going to play it. I'm just going to stick it up here with my Neo Geo. Ah, God damn it. That happens all too often. Alright, and that's it for the Game Tante Don box. The last thing here is some single CDs that I found. Falcom Catalog, which is, I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, okay, so this is like just a bunch of different Falcom songs, like digestible 30-second versions of songs, because it's got all these songs. But you could only fit like 20 minutes worth of music on these CDs. So I bought hundreds of these back in the day, so I know that they only fit about 20 minutes, I think.
So Jimmy Hoffa said, on regards to your other game, nice, there's a pretty cool looking PS2 action adventure game based on this anime I've been looking into.
Oh, cool. For Mirai Shonen Conan on PS2?
Looks like it.
I've never seen it. I might have to pick it up when I can. Alright, so this one's labeled Summer 90. I don't know if these are like free or what. There's no barcode on it, so I think maybe this might have been like some sort of promotion, maybe. And then the next one is another one of these Falcom sound catalogs. Same kind of deal, different year. This one's got, this one's probably older. I can't see what the date is. Or, I think this one might be the first one, because it's got a bunch of older things. But a lot of it's like East stuff. And then the last one is another East thing. It's something called, it says from, so Falcom Special 89 Yori, from whatever this is, Surround Theater East. This one has, I don't know. I have no idea what this one has. It's got a lot of blah blah blah, and I don't know what half of that says, so. Alright, that was it for this box. Next we have Surugaya. But before we get into this other box, I'm just going to read the chat really quick here.
Nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening. Well, then I'm just going to take a drink, because I'm thirsty. How many people do we have in here?
Jimmy Hoffa just said something. Hell yeah, we've been collecting these useless things. I recently picked up a... Oh, you read it? Sorry.
A Segata Sanshiro one. So Segata Sanshiro is the Sega Saturn, that guy in the Karate Gi.
Oh, yeah.
That has all those like funny commercials. And he was also recently in the UFO Man ramen commercial. And they hinted at like Segata... The actor as Segata Sanshiro in the ramen thing, which was kind of cool. Like he was wearing like his like karate gi, I think. And people were like, "Well, man, so cool." All right, this next box is from Surugaya. This Surugaya, what?
Jeffrey says, "Oh my god."
Oh my god! Hi, Jeffrey Pan Pans.
And this Surugaya says, "Zugata is also the first common writer, right?"
Oh, is he? That's so funny. I didn't know that. That's awesome. I have no idea. Is he? Is he the first common writer? Jimmy? Yeah, Jimmy Hobbit says that is correct. DC Radaya. Wow. Everyone learned something today. I had no idea. I just thought he was like the Sega Saturn guy. That's very cool. All right, back to this box. Sorry. So this box is from Surugaya. This Surugaya was in Kobe, in Sannomiya Plaza. And they had a lot of really cool stuff. I really should have organized this box because it's kind of a mess. Let's see. Sega Saturns. PlayStation. I just broke one of the CDs here. Alright. The first thing we're going to start off with is a Ranma game. This is the first Ranma 1/2 fighting game on the Super Famicom. I remember seeing pictures about this in like old EGM magazines back in the day. And if you look back here, it's got like all the characters that were in this version of the game. This actually did make it to the United States as something called Street Combat. And they made the two different Ranmas, like a character named Steven. It was like Steven and Steven. It was the stupidest thing. It was so dumb. But this is the Japanese one. And I love Ranma. I'm a huge Ranma fan since the beginning of time. Good old Ranmas. That's right. I had the SNES one. Is that the one where the final boss is Pantyhose Taro? No, so you're the one you're thinking of is part 2. This is the first game. So the one you're thinking of is this one right here. This one's the one with Pantyhose. And he's right here. See this bull? That's Pantyhose. This is part 2. In America, it was called Ranma 1/2 Hard Battle, and it was the first Ranma game we got without any sprite swapping. This is the first one here. And those are all my Super Famine moves. Alright, next we are going to talk about, I picked up this here, Super Street Fighter 2 X, the new challengers, or Grandmaster Challenge. This one's called for the 3DO, and this one's really good on the 3DO. I think it was like, I don't remember if it was like the first like version of this that was like actually good. You know, not counting the Super Nintendo version. The Super Nintendo's kind of ass. Who?
John Riggs is in the house.
John Riggs! What's up, man? John Riggs is really into imports, too. If you didn't know.
The SNES game was an introduction to Ranma.
Oh, was it? See, I started watching Ranma in Korean because back when I was a kid, I had these Korean friends who got me into like everything, really. They got me into Dragon Ball, they got me into Ranma. And so I watched Ranma when I was like 9 or 10, all in Korean. I didn't know what was going on, but it was cool to watch. What am I seeing here? A girl had a crush on me, got me into Ranma in the 7th grade. Also, my public library carried all the manga. Yeah, that was another thing, too. You could always find, like, those Viz comics at a lot of libraries back in the day, which was cool. What up, John Riggs?
Or he said, I started Ranma way back when
on VHS. Yeah, that's like, you know, back in like 1990-ish. That's when like Ranma started to make its way to America. All right. Next game here is a Game Gear game. This is also based on an anime. This is Ninku. I've never seen this anime. It looks weird. I have no idea what it's about, but this is a 2D fighting game on the Game Gear. I don't know if it's any good. I haven't played it yet, but it looks cool. I'm trying to get more Game Gear stuff since I actually picked up a Game Gear this last trip. And I haven't had a Game Gear since they came out, so so that's cool.
Snowy Cheat 1 said Lum and Ranma.
Lum was great. But, I was way into Ranma, like, way more. But, yeah, Lum is good stuff. Alright, there is...
Hold on, Jimmy Hoppa said, back then we felt like we were breaking all the rules, borrowing those Viz comics and bringing them to school, because there were dots for nipples on them.
That's true, yeah. They had, like, you know, Ranma always, you know, run around naked or whatever, right? Because, like, Hoppo-sai would get her wet or whatever because he wanted to see her titties. So that was a common theme, or a reoccurring theme in Ranma, was Ranma running around topless. Alright, next is a single soul PSP game I picked up at Surugaya. This is SNK Neo Geo Heroes Ultimate Shooting. This game is a lot of fun. I like this game. It's got two variations of this game. One is called SNK Sky Stage, which you can get on Xbox Live, I believe. I don't have an Xbox, but the original game is called Neo Geo Heroes, and that's got pretty much like all these characters that are on the cover. And if you've played a game called Shikigami no Shiro, or Castle of Shikigami, or Moon, what was it called in America? It was like Mobile Light Force. This is that game, basically. Castle of Shikigami, but with Neo Geo characters. It was a lot of fun. Alright. Next we have a couple of WonderSwan games. The first one is some Hunter x Hunter game. This is like an adventure game. It's very Japanese heavy, but we both like Hunter x Hunter, so we just grabbed it because it was like 300 yen. But it's pretty much unplayable unless you know a good amount of Japanese.
So R.G. Dickinson said, anyone by chance order bootleg VHS tapes from Henshin Video in the 90s?
From what?
Henshin Video in the 90s.
I don't know. Back when I was a kid, though, like, we all, like, bootlegged anime in school. You know, like, in junior high, 1991, 1992, everybody was dubbing VHS tapes of anime because nobody really bought them back then. WonderSwan or Neo Geo Pocket? I've been wondering on which to get.
Ooh. Responding to Jeffrey Winghagen.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I was gonna say both of them have really good games, so it's hard. The next, speaking of more WonderSwan here and more Gundam Seed. This is Gundam Seed for the WonderSwan. And I love Gundam Seed. I don't know what kind of game this is. Looks like some sort of action game where you're flying around. Yeah, it says it's a scrolling action game. So 2D side-scrolling action. Looks cool. I wish there was a way to like TV out on the WonderSwan so I can capture it, because I don't like to capture from emulation. Like if you look at my channel, none of it is emulation unless it's like official means of emulation, like on the Nintendo Switch or the PS4. But other than that, I'm not a really big fan of emulation. Unless there's no other way I can play it, then I'll go with emulation. But if I can play it on physical hardware, I will play it on physical hardware. Eric says, I miss Super Robot Tyson with Gundam in it. I just bought a Super Robot Tyson game that apparently is in English. Like, they're doing them in English now, which is cool. I think the last two games for Super Robot Tyson that came out have English subtitles in them. And the newest one coming out is also going to have English in it.
Jimmy Alba says, I say that NGP is a better system overall. The WonderSwan games are 1,000 times affordable.
Who? Which one?
Jimmy Hoppa.
I'd say the Neo Geo Pocket is the better system overall, but WonderSwan games are... Yeah, that's true, because, like, I picked up, in my last video I showed, I picked up a Neo Geo Pocket game. It was like $50. It was Match of the Millennium.
Give me your WonderSwan.
This one?
Yeah. So Jimmy Hoppa said you should pop in these portable games now and do a bit of live testing.
Do you want here?
I'll do it.
Do that Gundam one. That one's really the only interesting one. Alright, so Jesse's gonna pop in that Gundam game and give it a go. and see if it works. There should be a battery in that because I just did a video. Habla en español que no te entero. He doesn't know what I'm saying because it's in English. Long story short, Ruben, compré un chingo de juegos. Jimmy says, no problem, and thanks for the live testing. Jamie, thanks for stopping by, man. You were like, it's always awesome when you stop by. It makes me feel all warm and tingly in my no-no bits. Did you get that in there? Here, give me.
I got it, don't worry.
Well, I want to show them. There we go, yeah, do that.
Here.
That's not how you do it. All right, we're gonna see if this is Gundam, the Gundam Seed game. How do you turn this thing off? There we go. Look at that. And you can't see shit because the screen on these totally sucks. I don't have a crystal, so you know. The crystals don't. The crystal is the one that you want to get. I don't have one. This is just the color, and the screen on the color is ass. Look
One
at
second.
that.
Let's see if this might work.
Does that help? Can you guys see that? A little bit? No.
You're saying no?
But I hear some Gundam music. Can you see? Ooh. Anyway, it works, but the screen on these are kind of ass, so. I need to get a backlit. It would be so cool to get like. Alright, shut up, Gundam. Damn it, how do I power this thing off? Shut up, Wonder Swan. Okay. It would be cool to get backlit. I know that they make backlit mods for the Crystal, I think, right? Or something like that. I would love to get the Wonder Swan a backlit mod for it. Randrick says, hi, Sarmar, what's up, man? What's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. And Zell's 4K emulators and archives says he waves. So I wave back. He made. I'm not gonna explain it, but in one of the videos, I actually have the game here in my Capsule 4. My Capsule 4 PC Engine book video. There's a segment with Soul Munarge in it, and one of the girls has like her mouth open and like tears coming out, and he said it was Ahegao. I'm not going to explain what Ahegao is, but it had me rolling. I was laughing so hard when I saw that comment. Oh, did I miss anyone else's comments here? I did. I missed, somebody else said hi, and I missed it because I'm a dick. Hey, my ROM amp. That's right. Dude, this thing is so cool. I want to do some CDG karaoke sometime. Well, it was worth a try. I was told there would be hentai. I don't. Actually, I do have some hentai on the PC Engine. I have what do I have? I have High Leg Fantasy and what is AV Tanjo, which is some hentai games on the PC Engine. Alright, let's get back to the games. Next we got a couple of Sega Saturn games. This one I already have in English, but I figure I'd pick it up because the Saturn cover is so cool! Look at this cover, dude. Let's get demonetized, boys. We can show some Ahegao and get demonetized. This is, what the fuck is this? This is Ostal for the Sega Saturn. And I have the US one somewhere over there. And it's weird because it doesn't have like a spine thing. But anyway, let me show it actually.
Jimmy
Oh,
no.
no.
Said you have no idea. You'll be dropping now.
I just stepped on this Puyo Puyo thing. No! And I weigh like 300 pounds, so this thing is done. Fatality. Anyway.
Jimmy said you have no idea how much I want High Lake Fantasy just for the cover and research purposes.
research.
Yeah, research purposes.
Very intimate research purposes, I'm sure. All right, so look at the cover to Astal. This is Astal in the US. Look at his face. He's got some like serious like, I don't want to say it, it's rude, but he looks special. And then, bam, look at this cover. It's epic. So much better. Actually, I'm going to do one of my videos. My next videos is going to be US versus Japanese cover stuff. Because most of the time, obviously, the Japanese art is almost always better. But not always. There's a couple instances where the Japanese art just sucked. And then the US art was good. So, alright, what am I missing? Why is my text so goddamn small? How do I make this bigger? There we go. Okay. Oh, but then I can't.
Astal is some bomb-ass shit.
Yeah, dude. Astal is great.
I'm a noob, so sorry.
Who? You? You are a noob. He is the noob. He's the... Anyway, that was Astal. Let's move that shit out of the way. The next one is this guy. And right there it says... Blah, 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 blah. Actually, this game is called Tenchi Kurao 2. Which means... something. Something about the earth. I don't... Oh... So I my Japanese should be better. It really should. But, what's his name is here? Jimmy Hapa. What does Tenchi Kurao mean? Yeah. Tenchi Kurao 2. This is on that Capcom thing, the Capcom beat-em-ups collection. This game is so much fun. Me and Jesse were playing the shit out of the arcade in Osaka, and I like it. I got this for $40, but then I opened it and the condition is kind of, like the manual is kind of beat up. So I don't know if $40 was a good price for it.
Where was it?
This one's from Surugaya.
I know, but where was I playing that?
At an arcade called Zeni Gani.
It was at the tower, right?
Shinsekai.
Shinsekai Tower.
Yeah. It's in the walkway to that tower.
Walkway, yeah.
So there's like an like that big alleyway. It's like
Yeah, I remember.
the Shinsekai Shotengai or whatever. And on the way to the tower. It's cool. Tenchi Kurao 2. Oh, that's what Jewel? Is that what that means? Jewels, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. Reggie played that game a while back, I think. I would doubt Reggie likes a lot of cool Japanese stuff too. It's something like Eating Up the Earth. Also, the subtitle is The Battle of Red Cliff. Is that what that says? Tenchi Kurao Sekiheki no Tatakai. Is that what that means? Sekiheki? Sekiheki is Red Cliff. And I know Tatakai is the fight of Sekiheki. Cool. I'm learning things. Alright. Next we got some PS1 games. Warriors of Fate. Yeah, that's right. That was called Warriors of Fate in America. And I have it for PC Engine too. Somewhere. That's Tengai Makyo. And the PC Engine version of this game is like, I don't know. I guess it's not bad, but like, the characters for the PC Engine one are so tiny, like the most like baby sprites, because they're all like 32 by 32 pixel sprites on screen, so they're like super tiny.
Jimmy Hopper said, "Yeah, it's some famous battle in Chinese history."
There's a pretty cool movie called Red Cliff about it. Cool. Maybe I'll check it out, but I probably won't because I'll forget. All right.
Forget.
On to some PlayStation 1 stuff. Like I said, I picked up all of the Rockman X games. This one's Rockman X6. I got this for like $15, which was probably too much because this game is kind of ass. But I didn't care because I wanted to get them all. And everyone knows Rockman, whatever. Copy strike. PC version is cool. PC version of Tenchi Kurao could have. I feel like it could have been better. I feel like that should have been an arcade card game, but I don't know. This music's a downer. Show Paprium now. When is Paprium even coming out ever? Like, what happened? What happened with Paprium? Did anyone get Paprium? Paprium was that beat 'em up game, that Watermelon Factory, or whatever they were called. The people who made Pierre Solar made, and I backed it. I backed some version of the game, but I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if that was supposed to come out this year, but all right. What happened?
Make sure you tell everyone about the contest.
Just not the winners.
Oh, by the way, guys, we do every week. We do a thing where we give away 2 games. There's a link down in the. There's not a link because I didn't put it in there.
I'll
so you can do it, right? You have access to it. But maybe just open a new tab. Every week we give away 2 games for on this channel. All you have to do is just go down to the link and just follow some of those places, like my Twitter or my page or whatever, or answer questions. There's like quiz and stuff. And if you're a patron, the patrons get 2 entries. Last week, one of the viewers won, and then one of my patrons won a game.
There's
So
actually
check it
someone
out.
on the stream right now that's a winner, so...
Just letting you guys know.
Oh, is there?
Yep.
Really? Apparently one of the winners is on the stream right now, so that's cool. I like doing that because then I get to show off the stuff that we're giving away. So that's awesome. Jimmy says, my friend Sticka is apparently dropping a documentary about the development foibles of Paprium. Are you serious? Is he really? Dude, I love Sticka's channel. His stuff is great. He interviewed a couple of us for a game on his channel, and he wanted to do another one, but the programmer right now is MIA for whatever reason. Yeah, he's a cool guy, man. He's funny. I like his channel. What is that? Oh, is that the link? Those later Rockmans are so pretty though. The like Rockman 5 and 6, yeah, they're pretty. They're just, I don't know. 6 was kind of lackluster to me, and then 7 was ass, and then 8 was good. So I'm hoping that Capcom, now with so much Rockman stuff going on, that they decide, hey, let's go ahead and make a Rockman X9. Hopefully, we'll see. All right, back to the games. I'm blabbing too much. Next is this Grandal. I can't read that kanji, so I have no idea what that says. But that, I don't know if this is an anime, but it's some sort of action game. And a lot of people say that this game is similar in play style to it, Hyperia. They say these two are very similar in gameplay style. This one looks way better than this, but apparently this one is rare. But I kind of don't like this game, so hopefully I like this one better than Hyperia, because Hyperia was kind of, in my opinion. But this game looked cool. It had like really cute, like, I love this art style. Like, look at the art style. Maybe I just have a thing for pink-haired girls. I like girls with pink hair. She's got very, like, robot features that I like.
Jimmy Alba said, yeah, he's been gathering interviews from people involved in it for a while. I know you've been on stream with them, but I'll check it out, the other stuff.
Oh, and Sticka 1A's thing?
You can say, don't talk shit about Rockman 5, though. I love that one.
Rockman 5 was okay. I think Rockman 6 was... honestly, like, it's hard because Rockman X4 was super awesome. Like, when I first played Rockman X4, like, my face just melted straight off. But then Rockman X5 came out and you're like, eh. It's more of the same, you know? And then X6 came out and you're like, alright, this kind of sucks. But I'm looking for, I've never played this, so I'm looking forward to playing this Grandal game. I like girls with pig something else. Oh my god!
Copy strike.
Copy strike. Demonetized.
I'm demonetized, not copy strike.
I know everything to you is copy strike.
Rand said it's worth. Oh wait, yeah. Rand said, "Oh shit, you got Hyperia."
Yeah, I hear that Hyperia is rare, apparently, but I don't know. I think I'm getting rid of it. Pink ribbons. I know you like girly girls. Girly, girly girls.
He said it is.
It's worth a ton. Yeah, I bought it. when I picked it up, it was expensive. It was like 100 and something, and I was like, oh, this game looks awesome because I like Zeiram, the animation. Zeiram. I don't know how you say it, but that's what Iria is from. Is from Zeiram, the animation, and I was a big fan of that anime. So I was like, oh, this game, I'm gonna pick it up just for nostalgia reasons, right? Because it looked really good, but I don't know. I don't like it. I thought I was gonna like it, but I didn't. He said, I'll trade you something for Hyperia, currently watching an auction on Yahoo, but I don't want to pay 200 plus for it. Yeah, I know. I was looking on eBay, and like eBay prices are just like ridic for that game. So yeah, maybe we'll talk. I'm pretty sure I can think of something. There are things that I want in Japanese that are a little bit more on the rare side, so you might actually have an easier time finding this stuff than me. So one thing I'm looking for the PCFX is Zenki, but I know Zenki goes for like crazy prices, even in Japan. I was watching one, and at the time it was going for like 150, and then I woke up and the auction ended at like $500+ for it. So I was like, ah. But that's one game I really want is Zenki for PCFX.
Brand said, yeah, it's a great anime, good old school type.
Yeah, dude, I'm all about 90s anime. Speaking of anime, did anyone check out High Score Girl? I was actually thinking about doing a video talking about High Score Girl because of how much 90s gaming is in that show. And I had the manga that I bought a long time ago. Where the hell's my manga for it? There it is. It's over there. But dude, check out High School. DC Radaya, he's all into it right now. And Aaron, I guess they watched all of it. I bought the manga this one like 2 years ago because I had first heard of it, but apparently this had originally come out back in like 2011. And there was a big like SNK like lawsuit against Square Enix and the Osaka police because SNK is in Osaka. And they put in the complaint to the Osaka police, and the Osaka police raided Square Enix because of their use of SNK characters. Apparently, there were over 100 instances of SNK characters being used in High Score Girl, so they pulled High Score Girl from the market because of it. They pulled it off the shelves, and I think it was off the shelves for an entire year. And then it came back in 2012, maybe, or 2014. I don't remember. But I didn't pick this up until maybe like a couple years ago when I first heard about it. And an anime for it just came out. And they do so many references on PC Engine stuff. And I think that's why I like it. They talk about a lot of PC Engine in this anime.
The chat's going wild.
And it is great. The chat's going wild.
It is.
Alright, I'll shut up and read the chat. What's his name says? You tried the cheapo PS1 Zeiram Zone? No, I haven't. I didn't even know there was another like Zeiram game. Redrick says, just found one sold for $217 USD on eBay for Hyperia.
Zenki PCFX is God.
Zenki it is. I've always wanted it. It's the only reason why I bought a stupid PCFX, but I can't find one. Like, I really have a hard time biting the bullet at like $500.
So Snowy says, yes, yes, have all the episodes. DC Radaya, we did.
For High Score Girl?
Yeah, keyboard.
Jimmy Hopper says, I just checked out Sudogaya's online store for that Zenki PCFX game. Gonna have to shell out $6 mans. Shit. And the game's like getting even more expensive, so that pisses me off. It sucks. Genovi says PC Engine anime, I'm sold. Yeah, man, check out High Score Girl. I keep wanting to call it.
Sorry, I have no one who says that.
High Score Girl. Hyperia goes from 200 to 700 Gs. That's such a large jump. The one I have is in really good condition too. Like the condition is pretty good, and I don't ever touch it. So. Retro Alliance Gaming is here. What's up, Travis?
Jen said, oh shit, Jimmy's here. Hide your gamer girls and boys. Oh shit,
Boot.
My boy.
High School Girl, the nostalgia.
Hide your horses and rare games.
Hide your horses. DJ digging the hair, but thanks! I redid it because it was looking a little fadey. Stika has one recommended that anime to me. Oh, the Zeron animation, but he's a filthy weeb, so what does he know? Aren't we like all weebs to some extent though? I actually get offended when people call me that because I've been into this stuff way before that stupid term like became a thing. So like people are like, I'm like, oh, I like this, I like that. You know, I'm into, you know, Japanese
Triggered.
video games. I know it does trigger me. I hate it. And they're like, you're just a fucking weeaboo. I'm like, fuck you.
Fucking
Like,
triggered.
I've been into this stuff before you were fucking born. You know what I mean? Like, and it's always like some like 20-something who is like, oh, you're just a goddamn weeaboo. And it pisses me off. Before the otaku obsession, yeah, it's like, you know, like, I've been watching, I think, like, I consider certain animes, like, hardcore animes back then, so my first real anime was Bubblegum Crisis, and I saw Bubblegum Crisis, I was like 8 or 9 years old, like 1988. I saw Bubblegum Crisis, and I was like, holy shit, this is like real anime, and I hadn't seen anything what I consider real anime until Bubblegum Crisis. Before that, it was always Voltron and Robotech, and that was pretty much all we had in terms of anime in the States. Ooh, man, there's a lot of chant going on. Retro Heck says, sup, homie? God damn it, why can't I talk? It's because my mouth is all dry.
So someone said, Rand said, collecting PC Engine is so expensive.
Yeah, well, yes and no. I think PC Engine counterparts are always going to be cheaper than your US games. Like TurboGrafx games, you want to collect TurboGrafx, that shit is expensive. Okay, like, you know, all the East games are like $100. The PC Engine variant, well, I guess like RPG games, you have to kind of buy them, the English variants of them, but like everything else is cheaper, usually. With the exception of games like, you know, Magical Chase, which are going to cost you an arm and a leg, and, you know, Sapphire. These are actually my most expensive PC Engine games. I was going to do a live about my more prized possessions when it came to games, so I think that's going to be the next video. But unless you're looking for those, a lot of games are cheap. I was just mentioning that you can get some really cheap PC Engine games, like Mirai Shonen, this one, Future Boy Conan. This game is excellent, and it's like $10, $15. Even on eBay, you can probably get it for like $15. And this game is awesome. So there's still a lot of good deals to be had on PC Engine. So it's just a matter of looking for it and finding it. So if you're looking to get into playing like TurboGrafx PC Engine, jump into PC Engine. Get a Dual R, because most of the time a Dual R is not going to need a recap. Very rarely. Most people I've told to go buy Dual Rs, everyone who's bought one, after I've recommended for them to go get a Dual R, it's worked. They haven't had to do any work to it. I would recommend you still do at some point, but most of the time you don't. Just stay away from the gray PC Engines or the Turbo Duals. Those are notorious for caps just shitting all over your main board. And the Super CD-ROM system, also avoid that one. I love it. It's my favorite one, but avoid it because the caps will also just, they shit the bed all the time. You'll have video and sound issues for days unless you get it recapped. All right. What is Jimmy saying about weebs? Stick of that weeb was talking about High Score Girl. Dude, High Score Girl is great. I got East 4 for $12 in Tokyo, right? And East 4 is an excellent game. It amazes me how cheap you can still get a lot of this stuff.
Jimmy Hoppa said, I grew up with Crayon Shinchan and had a profoundly negative impact on me as a person for what I'm thankful for.
I love Crayon Shinchan. It's like one of my favorite things. If John Riggs is still here, John Riggs is a big Crayon Shinchan fan too. And I like it. I just recently talked about some Crayon Shinchan. The games are kind of like, they're made for children, so they're not really fun. But the anime is so funny. And I got into Crayon Shinchan animes completely by accident. I was watching one of those like those Japanese video stores where you get like the stuff that they record from TV, and then at the end of it, like at the end of the recording, there was just some old like Crayon Shinchan stuff, and I was like, this show's so funny. And then after that, that's it. I started getting into all these Crayon Shinchan stuff. Dude, that's crazy. $12 for East 4? Ruben says, Turbo games are insane market. Yeah, dude, they're so expensive.
Brand
man.
said, yeah, JRPGs in Japan are so cheap you can't not buy them.
I know. Even if you don't really understand them, they're just so cheap. It's nice. It's nice to have. And actually, somebody on our last live told us that the East games on the PC Engine have slightly different music than the ones on the US release. I haven't confirmed that, but now I want to because the East games are so cheap on PC Engine. I really should put these in some sort of goddamn order. Oh, here we go. So here is...
Burp.
Huh?
Ruben.
Here are the East games. Here's East 1 and 2 for the PC Engine. I picked this up. It's like you can pick this up for $10 or less. I probably even paid less because this one came from Japan, and I think I paid like $9 for each of these. And you try getting this or this, and you're looking at $100 for these US. So expensive.
All right, we should get back to.
All right, back to the games. I blabbed way too much. Sorry, y'all. All right, the next game is a PS1 game. This is the Asuka from the Asuka games. This is the first one to come out for the PS1. I have Burning Fest, or Asuka 120% Burning Fest Maxima for the PC Engine. And it was the first Asuka game that I got into. And I really, 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 really wanted to buy this game when it came out for PC Engine, and I ended up not buying it until it came out for the PS1, which was sad. I wish I had gotten it for the PC Engine during the PC Engine heydays, but I didn't end up getting that until later. And this one was my first Asuka game that I got, I think. I don't know. It's kind of blurry. But I'm pretty sure I got this one before I played the PC Engine one. These games are super fun, though. Super fun. And I already had this one, and I let somebody borrow it, and I never got it back. So now I have it again, and this one was like $10, so why not?
Rand said, good thing I still have my childhood copy of East Book 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, dude, because like those are so expensive. I still have my original East Book 1 and 2 with the map and everything, and my copy of East Book 1 and 2 was like $13 at a place called Game Dude, which was my favorite store in California for video games, for turbo stuff. I bought my first Turbo Graphics at Game Dude. Game Dude sucks now, but back then it was super good. It was super cheap to get games there.
Jeffrey says, oh my god, that character's design. Hold up.
I know. That art style, so rad. And it looks familiar. It looks like the artist that did Money Idol Exchanger for the Neo Geo. That like magical drop looking game with money. That's kind of what it looks like. You lucky. I lost the map.
Somebody says, yeah. Somebody says, Burning Fest was my first bootleg game given to me by a friend.
Yeah, I have a number of bootleg games too. But this game is a lot of fun. It's very simple. Like all the moves are like quarter circle forward, quarter circle backward, and down, down. And every character has those moves. There are no complicated moves in this game.
Genovi says, sorry Mario, where in Cali are you?
I used to live in Los Angeles. I live in Las Vegas now. But I was born in downtown Los Angeles, and I lived, for the longest time, I lived in Koreatown. And I lived all over the place, though. I've moved back and forth from here to Cali like 4 times. This is my 4th time back in Vegas. I lived in Colorado for a bit. I lived in Australia for a bit. I get around. But I just bought a house, so I ain't going nowhere now. I'm stuck here. All right.
Jimmy Alba says, dude, Vegas, bro.
Yeah. He was in Vegas. We didn't get to... Where were we? Because we weren't here, huh?
No, we weren't here.
When Jimmy Hoppa was here, we were somewhere. And I was like, God damn it, Jimmy Hoppa's in Vegas, and we weren't in Vegas at the time. Makes me super sad. Am I the only one who loves Pac-Man Land? Pac-Land. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, Pac-Land was a... No, I love Pac-Land, dude. I played the shit out of some Pac-Land in the arcade. It was funny because my mom took me to Magic Mountain, and, you know, she's like, why aren't you... Instead of going on all the rides, I went straight to the arcade and just played, like, the arcade for, like, 3 or 4 hours. And my mom's like, why the hell did I bring you here? We could have gone to any arcade. And I played, like, I played Pac-Land for like an hour that day.
Sort of like just like high school girl. Remember? They went to the.
That's right. Yeah, High School Girl had a thing where they went to the amusement park and then he ended up going to the arcade.
Trying to sneak off.
I was one of those people. If we went somewhere, if it had an arcade, I would go straight to the arcade. No matter where we went. It was
Right.
always about video games with me.
Rand said, "I thought you were living in Japan."
Dude, I was gonna say I wish, but I could never afford to live in Japan in a place where I would be happy because real estate is a really like big thing in Japan where it costs a lot to live big unless you live like out in the boonies. Otherwise, you're living in a small room, and I have way too much shit to live in Japan. Way too much.
I went to Mexico in '99 and bought back 100 bootleg games and modded PSX $400.
Wow, that's cool.
Jimmy Hoppa says, next year, when I come back for PRGE as planned, let's chill in Vegas and Portland.
Dude, that would be awesome, man. If you ever need a place to stay, Jimmy, you can stay here. But I think he has family here. So, but I mean, like, I don't know. Just throwing that out there. I've got ample room here. So if you ever come visit me in Vegas, hit me up. Did you visit Japan? Yeah. So this is all from. So Randrick or Randrick. You must be new to the channel. So this is all my. These are my Japan pickups. This is my third live on my most recent Japan pickups. But I go to Japan every year, about twice a year, once or twice a year, every year since 2014. And so I always do like these pickups videos on my channel. And I've changed the format to where now I'm doing pickups live so that I can interact with people. But I used to just do like produced videos of the stuff that I picked up in Japan. And so if you ever want to check those out, that'd be cool.
Snowy says bowling alley, mini golf, water parks, skate parks.
Hell yes, bowling alley.
Always straight to the arcade.
Yep. So when I was a kid, I used to spend a lot of time in Los Angeles. There was a bowling alley on Vermont and close to Vermont and 3rd. And I would go there and play the shit out of some arcades. I always used to go to Yaohan Plaza in Little Tokyo, and I would play the arcades there. And it was so much fun to just go and play arcade games. I spent so much time in the arcade, and I did so much. I would not go to school so much just to go play arcades. Like I had a legit problem with arcade machines as a kid growing up. I spent probably way too much time at the arcades, but you know, I don't care. I love video games.
Jimmy Hoppa says, thanks man, I have family, but we could have an old school video game slumber party.
Dude, yeah, that'd be cool. So if you come and you hang out with your family, come over here maybe on like a Friday or a Saturday night, and we'll just like hang out and play video games all night. It would be dope.
Yeah, projector now, huge projector.
I know we should put up the projector and play some retro shit in the garage probably. Yeah. I guess it depends on when he comes, but it doesn't really get too hot in this house. So this voice again, what voice?
He's talking about me.
Yeah, I'm new to your channel. Found it thanks to Kid Shoryuken. Awesome. I'll have to give my thanks to Kid Shoryuken. So, Jimmy Hoppa, Kid Shoryuken, like, these are the people, like, I found Kid Shoryuken through Jimmy Hoppa. Jimmy Hoppa was, like, the one, like, YouTube channel that I really, really liked. And he says, Reggie got me here. Reggie's another guy who's into, like, all these cool, like, Japanese games. It's Mr. Announcer. That's the voice. Street Fighter 2 Arcade took all my money. When I was a kid, so my parents had a big gambling problem when I was a kid. Like, they split, and me and my mom moved to California. But as a kid, I lived, I was born in LA. My parents and my mom and my dad moved to Las Vegas, and, like, they would always go gambling, right? And so every week we'd go to the arcade, and they'd drop off all the kids in the arcade, and my parents went to go gamble. So I started playing arcade machines at like 3-4 years old. I would play, back then I'd play a lot of Q*bert. I was a Q*bert whiz, and I played a lot of Atari's Crystal Castles. I loved Crystal Castles as a kid.
Jeffrey, General So got me here.
What? Like General So's chicken?
Eris said, I remember Capcom D&D arcade game and 6-player X-Men game. Oh, I remember the 6-player X-Men game. That was my very first arcade
Yeah,
game that I
Konami
beat.
made that.
Chuck E. Cheese, I remember I beat it.
Yeah, that 6-player X-Men beat 'em up was dope. Capcom D&D. I actually just got that Capcom D&D game on Yahoo Japan for like $40. But then after shipping and everything, it ended up being like $50 anyway. So, but pretty cool. It's still cheaper than what it goes for on eBay, so I'm not gonna complain. At Eris, that side scrolling X-Men game, dude, that X-Men game was dope. King of the Dragons, D&D, Knights of the Round. That's one of those games I like the Capcom Belt Action Collection or the Beat 'em Ups collection because it has like all those like beat 'em up games. I would love to someday make a beat 'em up game. So I don't know. Maybe it'll happen one day. All right, let me show the two last items here, and then we should probably announce our winner. Oh, we still have like 55 minutes, so
We can announce one.
Retro Alliance Gaming says, ever played FX Unit Yuki? Great game. But the creator is smug. I know that guy, the guy who made FX Unit Yuki is a
That
total...
game sucks.
That game sucks. The creator of that game sucks. He's a dick. Yeah, I saw your unboxing video for the Capcom Belt Action Collection. Cool. DC Rad says, I bought that beat 'em up bundle because of you guys. Dude, that's awesome. Wasn't it fun though? Like playing through all those games? It was cool. I still haven't beat Battle Circuit and the one with the robots. I don't remember what that one's called. But the robot one and Battle Circuit I haven't beat yet. Ruben says Yuki is crappy. Well, I'm just going to pout now. You are mean. Jenny is sexy. Oh, I guess the characters. Jenny's also 16 too, so lolicon alert.
I still want to grab it for the Switch as well.
The beat 'em up collection?
Yeah.
I bought the Switch one, but I'm thinking about getting the PlayStation 4 box just so I could like take all the posters out and put them on the wall, and then I can keep one set of posters in the box, so it's like all like nice and tidy. I bought Robot. Was that the one with Hayate from... no, the robot one was... it has like a robot from Cyberbots in it, I think. Blodia, isn't it? Maybe? I don't know. I could be wrong. I talk out of my ass a lot.
Jimmy Hava, read it.
Jimmy Hava says, I met the creator of FX Unit Yuki once. He was super rude and had no idea about video games. I know that guy doesn't know
He
shit.
said, and then we made plans to meet later in the restroom somewhere.
What? And then we made plans to be... Oh, man. Yeah, I heard that guy's a degenerate. I wouldn't put it past him. Sorry, I had to troll my friend. It's all cool. Well, the Ruzika's Yuki design is boobs. He was in here last week, Will Ruzicka. So he's like an animator dude. And so he did a storyboard of an animation for Yuki that we wanted to use. But then I don't know what happened.
We'll put it up.
It.
We'll put it up on Patreon.
Oh yeah, we'll put it on Patreon for people to see. But he did this cool animation of like Yuki transforming. Like she like put like the PC Engine in front of her, and then like she like spun around, and you can see like her panties and stuff. It was cool. It was like it was very much of the style of like a Sailor Moon Henshin type of thing. Very cool. How many working designs games are there on Turbo? Turbo had the first working designs game I got for Turbo was Cosmic Fantasy 2, which is how I got into the series. And then I believe there's Bastille 1 and 2, so that's 3 working designs games. And then they put out 2 Hue cards also. They put out Parasol Stars and Kadash. So I could be wrong. Oh no, and they also put out Exile 1 and Exile 2. So I believe there are 7 working designs games on the Turbo. I could be wrong because I don't really collect Turbo. It's how I started my obsession with PC Engine, but I don't really collect it. I have a few Turbo games, but everything, like, it's all PC Engine. I'm up to, like, 350 PC Engine games now, and I'm just going to keep on collecting. So it's the one system that I really, like, collect for is PC Engine.
Look what Kenobi says.
Where did I miss it?
Just 3 up.
Oh, Kenobi says, at Jimmy Hoppa, Was that the guy? I saw you talking with him at PRG before heading off to the family bathroom together. Oh man.
He
Oh my
said,
god, you
yeah,
got tons of
touch.
PCE. Yeah, man, I love the
You should
PCE.
move for a second so you can show him.
Yeah, so this is my PCE wall right
No.
here.
You gotta keep moving.
I can't.
Okay.
Do this. Oh god, that actually hurt my back. But yeah, that's my PC Engine wall, and I actually ran out of space, so I'm kind of like putting games on top of like other games. So I need to get a bigger shelf because I don't want to mix my PC Engine. Like I don't want my PC Engine games to mingle with like all the inferior games. So I need to buy like a shelf just for PC Engine because I'm already running out of room on this shelf for it. Because I have a bunch of them just stacked on the ground here, and I have a bunch doing a full flash dance. Most of what I have are games I still had from my childhood, and the rest is stuff I bought in Tokyo. Yeah, see, like, I was poor, so I only had a handful of games, and actually one of the things that's in here I'm going to get into, and actually let's go ahead and talk about that. There's two last things in here, and they're not, they're games, but they're also books. And this is the King of Fighters 96 fan book. This is actually really cool. It's like, it's got like all this like artwork from King of Fighters in here. And my stomach is grumbling. Apparently I'm hungry. And this book is cool. It's got like, I mean, it's all like Shinkido art. And Shinkido back in the day was, during this era, he was starting to get a little better. But his faces always freaked me out. Especially males. Like, he sucked at drawing males. Like, the girls were like, okay, but like, well, actually all the art in this book is kind of decent. But like, look at this. Like, I don't know. Their faces just always look really weird to me. Like, Shinkido's art. Now that he works, like, I guess he works for Capcom, or he did a lot of work for Capcom. And the Capcom art that he's doing is pretty good. Like, way better than the stuff he was doing for his SNK days. But if I had to pick a favorite SNK artist, it would probably be Falcon. And I actually have a Fatal Fury hat that is signed by Falcon. I picked this up at Retro City Games here in Las Vegas. The best retro game store in Las Vegas. If you're ever in Vegas, hit up Retro City Games. They're the best. Doug held this for me. He's like, dude, I know you're a huge Neo Geo SNK fan. And he's like, I got this hat in. And he held it for me. And it's signed by Falcon. So I don't know where this came from originally. But Falcon is awesome. And like, I squeed like a schoolgirl at the fact that I got this hat.
Read what Jimmy said.
Jimmy says, Genovi, in my defense, I was undercover. I'll expose that scumbag for what he really is. A carried-loving game dev and YouTuber. Gross. I know, right? Hey, I'm huggable. You know, a lot of people will say that I'm very huggable.
He said,
sometimes hugs turn into other things, but they start at hugs.
Jimmy Hoppa said, that's awesome. I need to check that place out. Let's all go there.
Jimmy, yeah, if you when you come back to Vegas, check out Retro City Games. It's an awesome game store. It's run by some of the coolest people ever. And
you can pick them up.
Yeah, if you come to Vegas, let me know, man. I'll cart you around town, and we can go to places together. When you were here, we weren't in town, but
we're at a convention.
If we know when you're coming, like I'll cart you around to all these stores, and we can do like a retro game hunting or something. You know, not that you'll find anything you really want because you know you live in Japan, but it'd still be cool to check out.
R.G. Dickinson said, "Is that retro store next to Pinball Museum?" No.
No, that the one next to the Pinball Museum is called Game Paradise. And Game Paradise is cool because they have like an arcade, but their prices are so expensive. Like every time I go in there, like the prices are just ridiculous. So I don't go there very often because it just costs too much money. What are you laughing at? I see you laughing at something. What did I miss? Dino Genovi?
No, retro.
hung out with him in Portland.
No, I'm waiting for
most
the
of the
magical
time.
boy transformation.
Oh, Jimmy, is Genovi that guy that was with you? Does one of the guys? You were hanging out with a couple guys when you were at PRGE. So I'm bad with names. So I don't remember stuff. Anyway, that was that. This is basically this is a fan book. The Neo Geo 96 collection comes with a CD, and the Neo Geo CD that it comes with is like a fan thing where there's like character profiles of all the characters, and they do like little sound bits. Like the voice actors are like, they do like the character that they're voicing, and then they're like, I'm the voice actor for blah blah blah. And it's funny because the Wolfgang Krauser, the voice actor for Wolfgang Krauser, does his whole bit in English because he's, English speaking. So he's the only one who speaks like English in this whole thing. Everyone else is Japanese. All right, and the very last thing is something that I will be doing a video on. This is the PC Engine Capsule Volume 6. I picked this up at Surugaya, and obviously, this is Surugaya box, I'm retarded. So this was about 30 bucks. And what these are, I have 4 videos of these already, where I did volumes 1 through 6, or 1 through 4, but I've already recorded all the volumes. And this one here comes with a bunch of demos. So if you look at the back, these are all the games that come with it. And this was my introduction to PC Engine games. There was a guy in a toy store called Pony Toy in Little Tokyo in Yaohan Plaza. The clerk there, he was the guy who got me into PC Engine because I walked in there and saw East Book 1 and 2 playing on a Japanese PC Engine. And this was like in 1990. And I was like, holy shit, I have to get this game. And then he was like, oh, well, you can get, in America, it's called TurboGrafx 16. And he explained the whole deal. In 1991, I picked up a TurboGrafx console. Then I picked up the CD, both used. And he let me have my first CD-ROM capsule. And these were awesome because I got to play games that I would have never otherwise ever played. And watch my capsule videos. And I explain it all there. I'm not going to go into it. But if you're curious about it, I did 4 videos on these already. Genovi says, Saramaru, I saw you, but time was extremely limited, so we didn't get to chat. I had that American flag hat on, trying to fit in to the Portland experience. That's funny. He says, haha, thanks. It was a great meeting people, but unfortunately, Saru was a busy dude. I know, man. And it's funny because we didn't have an actual proper Yuki booth there, but we were still busy. Bye, Saru and Jesse. Bye, Ruben.
Bye, Ruben.
Thanks for stopping by.
Jimmy Hoppa says, been loving the PC Engine capsule videos, by the way.
Who? Jimmy Hoppa?
Jimmy Hoppa.
Hey, thanks for watching those. I was afraid that they were just like super obscure and like nobody would watch them. Because, it's PC Engine and it's about a magazine that nobody knows. So I didn't really think I'd get a whole lot of people watching those videos. So I'm glad to hear that people are watching them. So that makes 2 people who I know that are watching them.
He says, imagine if they
PC is life, man. It is.
Imagine if they would have launched the PC FX with ease. Wise ease.
Dude, yeah. Did you just say wise?
No, it's just a joke.
Oh, okay. I was about to chuck this water bottle at you. It's like, what do you mean wise?
Wise ease.
I know, that would have been so cool. But the PCFX was a burning building pretty much almost at launch. NEC waited too long to put that out because they didn't want to hinder the sales of the PC Engine. So they held off on putting the PCFX out. And I think they shit the bed by doing that. They should have just released it when the system was ready, but they didn't, and then it died.
Bye, Travis.
Bye, Travis. Thanks for stopping by, dude. So, yeah, but the PC Engine could have been so much better. There was even a Tengai Makyo game that was planned for it. I talked in one of these capsules, they show a whole thing about how one of the Tengai Makyo games was going to come out for PC Engine Arcade card, and then it got moved over to the PCFX, and then finally it ended up on the PS2. But the PCFX was going to get a Tengai Makyo game also, and an East game would have been so dope on PCFX, but yeah, it sucks. It never happened.
Fran said, sorry, Mario, do you play modern stuff, or are you playing strictly retro games?
No, I play modern stuff. I have a Switch. Like, I'm in love with the Switch. I have a PS4 and a Switch. Those are my current gen stuff. I play the Switch way more than I play the PS4 because it just has more stuff that caters to me. Even though I end up playing a lot of retro stuff on the Switch. Right now, the game that I'm playing that I'm super into is Monster Boy, because Monster Boy has all of the retro feels. And the Saikyo collections came out on the Switch. Those are really cool. If you're into shooters, the Saikyo collections are really good. I have more Switch games than I do PS4 games, which is funny because when the white Destiny PS4s came out, that's when I bought one because I'm all about like the white Sony systems. But I only have like maybe 10 PS4 games. But another cool thing, give me that.
There you go.
I'm gonna show this off. Jesse bought me this at the store. This is cool. They're doing like, apparently it's an SNK thing about it. But anyway, sorry, I completely just went off track. Yes, I play current stuff, PS4 and Switch mainly.
He said, oh my god, yes, I finished Monster Boy last week. It's so good.
I know. Dude, I love the music in Monster Boy. There are so many tracks that you'll recognize from older Monster World games and Wonder Boy games. Like there's music from Dragon's Trap in it. There's music from Monster Lair in it. There's music from Monster World 3 in it, which is Dragon's Trap. I'm dumb. And then they feature stuff like that little like blue ball thing. That was the protagonist of Monster World 4, Asha. She had that little like floaty ball thing, and so they hint that he's looking for Asha in the game. I don't know if that happens. I haven't beaten it yet. So yeah, and it has Yuzo Koshiro did the music, and what's that guy? The original composer's name was Shinichi something. I can't remember his name. But he followed me back on Twitter, and I was super excited. I was like, holy crap, the composer to Wonder Boy just followed me back on Twitter. And, dude, Yuzo Koshiro does music, and a couple other Japanese composers did the music for it. And then Banjo Guy Ollie. Banjo Guy Ollie does music in it, which is, if you don't know Banjo Guy Ollie, check out his channel. He does a bunch of banjo covers to video game stuff, and he's in it.
Keyboard Kitty says, we have a white PS4 also. That's Aaron.
Oh, hi, Aaron. I love all the white... Damn it, I just turned off my computer. Good job, DJ. I have all the white Sony consoles. Like, I have the white Vita.
Good job, Saru.
I have the white Vita. I have the white PSP. I have the white Go. White PS2.
It's up there.
They're really cool. They're nice. They just look really cool.
Someone's asking. Snowy asked if you want to MagFest.
I don't think so. We're probably not going to go to any cons until SoCal Retro Gaming, I think, is the next con we're going to have a booth at. And because we're going to be having the Genesis and Dreamcast versions of FX Unit Yuki on display at those cons. I'd like to go to MagFest someday. There's a lot of cons that I want to go to in the future, but right now it's pretty much just the same ones that we always go to. So it's like SoCal Retro Gaming, Game On Expo, which is awesome, by the way. Last year's Game On Expo is starting to get up there. Like, it was this year, Pure GE was always my favorite con, but this year my favorite was Game On Expo. Game On Expo is getting great. So Portland Retro Gaming Expo, Game On Expo, SoCal Retro Gaming Expo. Those are the three cons that we do pretty much every year. And then I go to MGC, but I don't go with FX Unit Yuki. I just go as a guest because other TurboGrafx heads go there. A lot of PC Engine fans go to that con, so I go and talk to them. And MGC is cool. It's a cool con. I'm going to open this guy just to see what the condition is. Yeah, these books were awesome. They came with these CDs. Every single volume came with a game. This one comes with 2 of them. I'm not gonna pull them out because I already have this book, but I figure I just buy it again, and I'll go ahead and grab them all here. So these are all by PC Engine capsule books. There aren't this many. There's only 6 of them, but I have so many. I have a bunch of repeats of them, like doubles, just because, I don't know. Because I see them and I buy them. Because they're all kind of rare. Here's one I haven't talked about yet. This one is the Fun Kabuki Den. This is a Tengai Makyo Gaiden. A lot of people said this was Tengai Makyo 3, but it's not. It just means this was the 3rd game in the series to come out. But yeah, that's another one of these guys here. These are cool because these came. This one doesn't have the game in it. I have the game somewhere, but the game came in here, and then you cut out like the page to make your CD case. And these things were just so kick-ass. So yeah, this is book 6, and this is the one I picked up at Surugaya. I already had this book. This is my original one. Actually, the reason why I have so many is a lot of these were my original ones from back when I was a kid. And this is the only one I don't have a double up. And this one was the only one I did not get as a kid, was book 5. This one eluded me. And the bookstore that I always bought these at was a place called Asahiya Honya, or Asahiya Books in Yaohan Plaza. For some reason, they either got very few of these and they were gone because they never had it. And another bookstore was Kinokuniya. I picked up one of these at Kinokuniya. But they were more expensive, so I always avoided going there. But yeah, these are all the capsule books. I have 4 videos on these already, so if you want to check them out, that would be cool. Holy shit, those are heavy. Oh my gosh. Alright, so now we got some Yuki music playing. Alright, so let's go ahead and announce the winners for this week's thing. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and announce the winners. Are these in order of who won?
Yep.
And should we just go by their username? This one doesn't, that's just someone's name.
I'll just go by
their name. I don't like doing that.
Or just... I guess just...
Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and announce the first winner. Drum roll. The first winner for our Japanese video game giveaway is somebody named Big Guy 2857, or Jay Pike from Canada. And his question, did he ask a question?
Uh-huh.
He
answered a question.
He answered a question. He was asked, what was your favorite retro game as a child? He said, Adventure Island for the NES. My mother loved that series, and it first started me in loving video games. That was from Big Guy 2857. He answered our question, and he won on Gleam. And I don't know if Jay Pike is here. Is the chat going? I'm not seeing anything happening.
Yeah, I don't see anything happening either.
There's people on, but there's... Maybe
Everyone
no one's
said hi. Everyone just say hi. Chat something.
Test.
Test. There we go.
Okay, so it's working. So, I don't know if Big Guy 2857, if you're here, you know, go ahead and say hi, and we'll show you what we got. The second winner this week is, drum roll please, R. Dickinson from Seattle. R. Dickinson won by doing an Instagram follow. So I can't see because my Facebook Messenger just popped up a bunch of junk. Someone's trying to message me. But
No one said anything.
R. Dickinson won.
I'm not sure if that's R.G. Dickinson on here.
What do you mean?
What's his name right here? R.G. Dickinson. I'm not sure if that's the same guy.
Oh, is it? He said here. Sweet.
No. Yeah, I think it's him, yeah. But you said that before you said that.
Oh, did he? R.G. Dickinson. Are you R. Dickinson from Seattle?
Awesome.
We'll give him a minute.
Actually from the Boonies of Oregon, so...
Who? Ah, awesome.
So it is him.
Oh, is it? Actually, from the Boonies in Oregon, so... Why does it say Seattle then?
That's what it says on the thing.
Oh, did it?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. At R.G. Dickinson, so am I. Okay, well...
Well, we're going to be sending emails to the people because they have the emails, so...
Yeah, I guess, can... I was gonna say, maybe if you can confirm his email with it? Because it doesn't, it's not here. I don't have any information other than R. Dickinson, an Instagram follower. What is the domain of the email?
Just show them the game. Show them the games, and then I'll look for it.
Okay. In any case, I'm gonna go ahead and show off. I'll know if I gotta go. I'll know if I gotta go get an email. Yeah, we get emails when we do that. We ask for the email, so your email should be in there. But I'm gonna go ahead and show off the games that we're giving away. The first one is Bakumatsu Rock for the PSP. It's a rhythm game. Project Diva Extend. Magic Knight Ray Earth for the Saturn. This one requires some sort of mod chip or an action replay to play. So if you have one of those Pro Action Replay carts, it'll play it. Same thing with Puyo Puyo 2 for the Saturn. Chibi Maruko-chan for the PC Engine. Legend of Zelda, 4 Swords. Tengai Makyo 2, Manjimaru. Time Crisis for the PS1. Another Project Diva game. This is Project Diva Extend. What the hell? Did I buy 2 things of Extend? What the hell? Why did I buy so much Extend? Okay, well. Now I have more Project Divas to give away. Ridge Racer Type 4. Dead or Alive. Some Super Famicom stuff. A Bleach game. Naruto game. Project Diva F for the PlayStation 3. This one's awesome. Sengoku Basara 4 for the PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3s are region free, so they don't require you to do anything special. Lady Phantom for the PC Engine. This is a strategy game. Sherlock Holmes for the PC Engine. This game sucks.
It's gotta be him, because it's Robert G. Dickinson.
Oh, okay. I guess it is.
Stupendous Tracer.
Stupendous Tracer. This is Real Bout Fatal Fury. Real Bout Fatal Fury for the Neo Geo CD. I just talked about this. Tengai Makyo Fun Kabuki Den. Dragon Ball Z2 for the PS2.
Jimmy Alba said you bought them because cheap. I know the feel.
TV. I know, yeah, because they were cheap, so I picked it up. But I mean, like, I can give them away, so it's cool. TV DJ for the PS2. And then I have Super Famimoos. Muscle Bomber for the Super Famicom. You can play these on US Super Nintendos. You just have to chip off those like things that are holding the cartridge back. So you can like take like pliers and just like crack them off or melt them off or whatever you want to do. And then Garo Densetsu, which is Fatal Fury 1. Garo Densetsu 2, which is Fatal Fury 2. And Garo Densetsu Special. So those are all the games that we're giving away. So, Mr. R.G. Dickinson, you are our winner. You can go ahead and pick your game now, and we'll put it away and send it out after the New Year's when the post office is open. Calvin and Hobbes reference, that's me. Sweet. Jeffrey says, MKR. Oh shit, this is my game. Oh shit. But yeah, those are the games. So, if there's anything in there that you thought was cool, I mean, you don't have to pick now. We could always send you the list in the email and you can pick. But unless you saw anything that tickled your fancy in that list, you can tell me now, and then we can go ahead and put it to the side. But you don't have to, because we will send out an email, because the other winner is not here. So.
Alright, so we're going to be posting the Gleam now.
The Gleam?
It's in the chat.
Oh, okay.
For the next copy, for next week.
Alright, and there is the link to next week's contest. So go ahead and go there and enter there's various different ways to enter. There's usually like a question. If you're already subscribed, if you're a patron, there's like a special link that you're going to get your bonus entries. And last week we got, how many entrants did we get last week?
72.
We got 72 entrants last week, which is awesome. Which is like double what we got the week before. So at least people are watching these, which makes me happy. If we got 72 entrants. This game is so nice on the Saturn. I like this game so much. And the Japanese one actually has like more animation bits in like the talking head parts than the US one does. I don't know why, but there's more animation going on in this one.
In the opposite, when will you be up in the morning asking for a friend?
Oh,
Anytime you want.
yeah, anytime. Just tell me when you're doing the
What's
thing.
the best time?
Yeah, because he's in Japan. I don't know what time it's in Japan right now. In Sendai. But
Dickinson said, "Cool. Email will work best. Thanks for the stream."
sweet. Awesome. Thanks for entering, dude. We'll go ahead and send you an email with a list of all the games. And these are my games over here.
It says it's 2:30 p.m. right now.
So it's 10:30 over there?
2:30 p.m.
Oh, 2:30. 2:30 p.m.
Yeah.
How late are you going to be up? I guess that's a better question. Who else are you going to have on it, too?
He said, I'm thinking about starting a stream at midnight, but I don't want you to have to wake up early.
At midnight? I don't know what that is in my time. Saru doesn't know time conversions because he's dumb.
To the Googles.
To the Googles! To the Googles! I'm trying to install Skype on here for our thing. What time are you doing your thing? Midnight? That is... I'm not sure what that is.
Fred
Our
said,
time.
gotta go. Congrats on the winners and see you all next live. Sorrow.
Sweet. Thanks for stopping by, Radrick. Have a good one. What is that midnight our time? I don't know. We've been doing this for 98 minutes. So, we pretty much blasted through all the games. And that was it, actually. That's it for all the Japanese games. So next week, we're just going to start talking about, like, going through my PS1
We
collection.
got one more box.
Of games? Do we do that box of games?
No, it's too big.
Yeah, that...
Do it next week.
Do we got? Oh yeah. Okay, so I guess next week is the last pickups box, because that one has a shit ton. That one's from A2, which is also Surugaya.
7 a.m.
7 a.m. Yeah. I mean, Anyway, you can do it at 1 a.m. your time? What would that make it? 8 a.m. my time?
He said, just give me a call after the stream if you're around.
Bye, Jeffrey.
So just give him a call after the stream.
Shinobi with those world clock skills. Just give me a call after the stream if you're around. Yeah, I'll call you as soon as the stream is over. We're gonna end the stream in 20 minutes here, but I don't know. Yeah, because I don't want to get into that box. There's just way too much stuff. All right, so we're gonna be adding more games to this since we're giving away 2 games. We gotta add 2 more games to the box. Upstairs.
Let's talk about what we're gonna do after you do.
So I think afterwards we're gonna start doing like I'm gonna start going through my PC Engine collection. I'm probably gonna do that in 4 parts, maybe more, because I have 300 something games, and I just want to talk about like the games that I have. Some of them are just like you can't really talk about them because like the PC Engine has a lot of games that are like mahjong and like stuff that's just not playable, and I'm just gonna skip a bunch of that stuff. I'm out, gents. It's time to start the long walk home. Thanks for stopping by, Genovi.
Thank you. We also have a question on Gleam saying what you guys want to see in our later streams.
That's true, yeah. If anybody has any suggestions on what kind of stuff you want to see on these live streams, let me know. Because, I mean, we're just doing this to interact with you guys, you know, and just get people to, like, chat with us. So, yeah, let us know. Let us know what you want to see on the streams. I kind of want to watch more High School Girl. Damn it! High Score Girl. Why do you keep calling it High School Girl? I want to watch more of that show. I need to finish it, but we just had a bunch of stuff going on. My hair is crazy right now, so we didn't get a chance to finish that show. But you know what? I'm gonna open this magazine. Do you guys want to see what's in this magazine here? It's got like SNK stuff.
Go for it.
What's in this guy? Here, give me scissors. Actually, you have scissors over there. Live eating for the win. What is that called? Mukbang? That's what Koreans call it. Mukbang. Because, like, eating in Korean is like mogoso or mogoyo. So, mukbang is, bang is like room. So, eating room, I guess. I don't understand the whole mukbang craze. You know, because, like, people, like, want to see each other eat. I find that super weird. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get in this magazine and see what's in it. What?
That sucks. How? You should have from the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, wait, look, there's a thing. God, I almost cut... I did cut into it already.
You did?
A little bit.
Well,
a little tiny bit.
One.
This is cool, though. Like, where's Retro Gamer Magazine from?
Well, Jimmy Hoppa said not really. Not really. It would be nice if you and Jesse would play some games together in a nice couch shop or something. Sweet. Let's do that.
Okay.
I'm pretty much a noob.
I know.
But
He's pretty
I
much...
love PC Engine games, but I'm just starting.
Yeah, so we were talking about maybe getting, like, doing, like, gameplays of PC Engine stuff. You know, as, like, someone who's been a fan of PC Engine since, like, the 90s, and someone who's completely new to PC Engine, because, like, Jesse didn't get into PC Engine until he met me. Alright, so let's check out what's in this magazine. No, this thing is, like, sticking onto the cover. Ah! This is already disastrous. But this is cool. Check out that cover. I guess it's like because like SNK just released that SNK Anniversary Collection for it. And here's more about it. I guess this is a big advert for the PlayStation thing. Old Retro Gaming Magazine. That's weird because this is like a cover too. So it's like got like dual covers.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I'm not familiar with Retro Gaming Magazine, so I don't know what this is even about. But, oh, that's backwards. I just want to find
it might not be
SNK
backwards.
thing.
They're probably doing it like retro, like Japan magazines.
No, it was backwards. They're talking about, what year is it? They're doing a thing about Streets of Rage 4. I still don't know how I feel about Streets of Rage 4. The art style is kind of like, eh. in the new one. Kind of looks like a Flash game to me.
Doing the opposite. You could do it like that one channel where the guy makes his wife play games for the first time, but with less reality TV show editing.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be cool to have Jesse play a bunch of games because he's new to all of it. So we'll get to see him fumble around. And then there's a thing about Windjammers 2. Windjammers also like the new Windjammers 2 has like weird art that I don't know. And then it's talking about the PlayStation Classic. I'm trying to find. Oh, here we go.
What is that, like $5 now?
Seriously,
PlayStation Classic.
I'll buy one of those PlayStation Classics when it's like $19.99. Then I'll buy one because that's about as much as I'm willing to pay for a toy. You know what I mean?
Couple months here. Take it. Here's $20 too.
I mean, like they went with like open emulation with it. You know, like I don't know. What do you guys think of the PlayStation Mini? Like I think it's a joke, but you know, it's like some people want it. All I'll say is that if you're not a fan of Streets of Rage 4 stuff like me, let's just say good things happen to those who wait. And there's always a brighter tomorrow. Jimmy, you're speaking in riddles. I don't know what that means. If you're not a fan of Streets of Rage 4 stuff, there isn't enough on Streets of Rage 4 for me to make like a judgment call. You know, to see if I'll actually like it or not. Because it looks... I don't know. I have to wait and see. PS Mini is a joke. No bueno. I won't buy. Yeah, I'm not convinced with the PlayStation Classic. And even at $19.99, it might be too much. I think it's effed up what they did to Bleem, PS1 ENU, and now they want to lean into using a free emulator. Exactly. Like what the hell? Like. Back when like the whole Bleem was happening, you know, SNK took them and like fucking put them through the ringer with Bleem, but now they want to go and use a free emulator for your PS1 Classic. Like, come on, guys! Like they completely called it in with the PS Mini. They totally called it in. I'm buy one for $20 or less. Yeah, if it's $20, I'll pick one up. You know, just to have one, you know, say I have one.
The cheapest I've seen it is Target for $35.99.
That's right. Target actually had them for $34.99 on their Cartwheel. If you have the Cartwheel app on your phone, you can get them for $34.99 if you bought it with the red card. Otherwise, it was $39.99.
But there was also people who got coupons from Target. They were using the coupons and then using the Cartwheel to make it $14.99.
Yeah, they were using the, or was it $14.99?
$14.99.
Because I know that people they were using like the $5 and $10 off coupons. Yeah. So if you had those Target coupons, you can get them for even cheaper. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get one. I really don't. Like Zell said, you know, they're using a open source emulator, and they made this huge deal back when, you know, Bleem was a thing, you know, or Bleemcast and all that other stuff.
What did you get with it? With the magazine?
Oh. So anyway, this magazine came with like these kick-ass Neo Geo stickers. Look at that. You got Nakoruru. You've got the Neo Geo guy. That mysterious dude. You got Kyo from the King of Fighters 94 opening. Haomaru from Samurai Shodown 1. Haomaru. King of the Monsters. Terry from Real Bout Terry. The Akari Warriors. Mai. The ship from Polestar. You got that tank from Metal Slug. Athena and Marco, and then you got the SNK sticker. Man, I kind of want to buy another one just for the SNK sticker, just so I could like put it somewhere. And then it came with this SNK Mini Companion. This is pretty cool. This is basically just talking about a bunch of SNK stuff. There's a spread on Mark of the Wolves. Pretty cool stuff. All right. Well, I think we're gonna call it on the live stream. we got close enough to 2 hours. I think we've run out of stuff to talk about, and we can't really do that other box in 10 minutes. It would take way too long. So that's it for this live, guys. Thank you so much for checking that out. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you're into like Japanese game stuff and videos about Japan, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Snowy Cheese says, see ya. RG Dickens says, thanks again for the stream. Have a good night. Thanks, guys. Mr. Radiah says, love those stickers. And Jimmy Hoppa says, it's been good. I'll go ahead and hit you up on Skype here, Jimmy. I just got to go ahead and download it, and we'll chat. But anyway, guys.
Mr. Radiah says, see ya, boys. Party out.
See ya, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.